Hi, welcome to my channel Learning Made Easy. In this video today I'm taking Dukh Ka Adhikar chapter question and answers. Earlier I had taken a video on this chapter, but it was only the summary. Now I had a request from the on the comment section to take a video on question answers of the same chapter. So this video will be dealing with the question answers on the chapter Dukh Ka Adhikar. Okay, so let's begin. The first question here is मनुष्य के जीवन में पोशाक का क्या महत्व है? That is, in life of human being, what is the importance of पोशाक, the dress they wear? Okay, let's see the answer. मनुष्य के जीवन में पोशाक का अत्यधिक महत्व है क्योंकि समाज में किसी व्यक्ति की पोशाक देखकर हमें उस व्यक्ति की हैसियत और जीवन शैली का पता लगता है. So, in life of a human being, it is very important. अत्यधिक महत्व, very important. The dressing of a person is very important because it shows their हैसियत and जीवन शैली, that is their status and also their जीवन शैली, their lifestyle. एक अच्छी पोशाक व्यक्ति की समृद्धि का प्रतीक भी कही जा सकती है. हमारी पोशाक हमें समाज में एक निश्चित दर्जा दिलवाती है. So this is a very important thing. Dressing is a very important thing in our society because it shows our status. पोशाक हमारे लिए कई दरवाजे खोलती है. It opens a lot of doors. Now doors here means opportunities. Okay, that means if you are of a high lifestyle person, of high class, okay, a person who is wearing a very good dress showing his very high status, it opens many opportunities for you. We know people judge, people start judging people on the basis of the dress they wear, and they give you a lot of opportunities if they are pleased with your dressing. That is how the world goes. Actually it is not right, but that is how world goes. कभी कभी वही पोशाक हमारे लिए अड़चन भी बन जाती है. अड़चन means a barrier. Sometimes the dress also becomes an अड़चन because if you're wearing a dress which is a little bit less costly, or which is of a low class, according to the world, then it becomes an barrier because you don't get many opportunities and people of high class won't make any close relation with you. So let's see what is the next answer. I mean question and answer. पोशाक हमारे लिए कब बंधन और कब अड़चन बन जाती है? When does पोशाक, our dressing, become an a bandhan, a close relation, a way to keep close relation with people, or as a barrier? When a dress becomes a barrier between us? Let's see the answer. कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि हम नीचे झुककर समाज के दर्द को जानना चाहते हैं. ऐसे समय में हमारी पोशाक अड़चन बन जाती है क्योंकि अपने पोशाक के कारण हम झुक नहीं पाते. So here, according to writer, he's saying that Yashpal ji, he's a writer, so he's saying sometimes what happens is when you're wearing clothes of high class, okay, you're very well dressed, it becomes a barrier for you to झुककर समाज के दर्द को जानना, to bow down and look at the society's pain. Okay, it becomes difficult for us. Why? Because we think that, okay, I'm wearing a very good dress, I belong to a high class family. Now how do I go to a person who is begging on the road and ask, how are you feeling, or what is your problem? Will I ask? No, because I feel it becomes a problem for my status. It hurts my status is what worldly people think. Okay, अपनी पोशाक के कारण हम झुक नहीं पाते हैं. We don't bow down because of the dress we wear. It becomes a barrier to go and ask the problems of people of low status. हमें ये डर सताने लगते हैं कि अच्छे पोशाक में झुकने से आस-पास के लोग क्या कहेंगे. We start thinking, if I, from a high class go and ask a person who's of low class about something, about his problems, लोग क्या कहेंगे? The people of the society, what they will think about me. कहीं अच्छी पोशाक में झुकने के कारण हम समाज में अपना दर्जा ना खो दें. What if I go and speak to some person of low class and I lose my status? See, this is how society goes. I think even today we see these kind of people around us. Next question. लेखक उस स्त्री के रोने का कारण क्यों नहीं जान पाया? लेखक एक संपन्न वर्ग से संबंध रखता है. उसने अपनी संपन्नता के हिसाब से कपड़े पहने हुए थे. So the question is, why does लेखक not go to that woman, the woman who's crying? If you had heard my video on the summary of the chapter, there was a woman who's crying who lost her son. So the question is, why लेखक didn't go to ask her problem? So why? Just like I had explained in the previous question and answer, लेखक was from a very big high class family. So he's wearing a very good dress. So it was difficult, became a barrier for him to go and ask an old woman who was belonging to a poor family to ask her problem. He felt as if his status would be gone. इसीलिए वह झुककर या उस बुढ़िया के पास बैठकर उससे बातें करने में असमर्थ था. And this is why he couldn't bow down or sit near to that old lady and ask her problem. इसलिए वह उस स्त्री के रोने का कारण नहीं जान पाया. So he didn't know why that old lady was crying. Okay, here his dress became a barrier. Let's see the next question. भगवाना अपने परिवार का निर्वाह कैसे करता था? भगवाना is the name of the son of that old lady. So how did he bring earnings for his family is the question. भगवाना पास में ही एक जमीन पर कचियारा करके अपना और अपने परिवार का निर्वाह करता था. So he used to do कचियारा agriculture. वह उस जमीन में खरबूजे उगाता था. He used to plant खरबूजे, watermelon on that land for earnings to his family. वहां से वह खरबूजे तोड़ कर लाता था और बेचता था. He used to break from their खरबूजे and sell them for earning. कभी कभी वह स्वयं दुकानदारी करता था तो कभी दुकान पर उसके माँ बैठती थी. Sometimes he himself goes to sell, sometimes his mother goes to sell the खरबूजे. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. लड़के की मृत्यु के दूसरे ही दिन बुढ़िया खरबूजे बेचने क्यों चल पड़ी? सो द वेरी नेक्स्ट डे द ओल्ड लेडी हैड लॉस्ट हर सन. व्हाई डिड शी गो फॉर सेलिंग द खरबूजे? लड़के के इलाज में बुढ़िया की सारी जमा पूंजी खत्म हो गई थी. सो for taking for the medical emergency requirements of her son, when he was bit by a snake, that he was on medical emergency, he was about to die and all. So to keep him alive, the entire earnings of the house the old lady had to sell. जो कुछ बचा था वह लड़के के अंतिम संस्कार में खर्च हो गया. And whatever was left had also been spent for the अंतिम संस्कार, that is the last rites you do when a person died. अब लड़के के बच्चों की भूख मिटाने के लिए ये जरूरी था कि बुढ़िया कुछ कमा कर लाए. So in order to feed the people, the members in the family, she had to go to sell those खरबूजे the very next day on the death of her son. उसकी बहू भी बीमार थी. Her daughter-in-law was also बीमार, was not well. इसलिए लड़के की मृत्यु के दूसरे ही दिन बुढ़िया को खरबूजे बेचने के लिए निकलना पड़ा. This is the reason why she had to go to sell the खरबूजे the very next day. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. बुढ़िया के दुख को देखकर लेखक को अपने पड़ोस की संभ्रांत महिला की याद क्यों आई? सो व्हाई डिड लेखक यशपाल रिमेंबर अबाउट हिज नेबर ऑन सीइंग द डिप्रेशन ऑफ दैट ओल्ड लेडी? लेट्स सी द आंसर. बुढ़िया के दुख को देखकर लेखक को अपने पड़ोस की संभ्रांत महिला की याद इसलिए आई कि उस संभ्रांत महिला के पुत्र की मृत्यु पिछले साल ही हुई थी. बिकॉज इवन दैट नेबर, शी हैड लॉस्ट ऑल्सो हर सन जस्ट पिछले साल, प्रीवियस ईयर. पुत्र के शोक में वह महिला 2.5 महीने बिस्तर से उठ नहीं पाई. शी डिडंट गेट अप फ्रॉम हर बिस्तर, हर bed for few months. Just imagine, she was on the bed and here the old lady is on the road selling something. उसकी खातिरदारी में डॉक्टर और नौकर लगे रहते थे. So for that पड़ोसी, for that neighbor, she had doctor and also नौकर, servants for her to take care of her. शहर भर के लोगों में उस महिला के शोक मनाने की चर्चा थी और यहाँ बाजार में भी सभी उसी तरह बुढ़िया के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. So the entire society was speaking about that neighbor, okay, on the death of her son. Same way now even the society is speaking on the death of this बुढ़िया son also. बुढ़िया means this old lady. Okay, next is निम्नलिखित प्रश्नों के 50 to 60 शब्दों में लिखिए, उत्तर लिखिए. Okay, 50 to 60. Let's see the first question. बाजार के लोग खरबूजे बेचने वाली स्त्री के बारे में क्या क्या कह रहे थे, अपने शब्दों में लिखिए. So what were the people of that bazaar, of that market, speaking about this old lady? बाजार के लोग खरबूजे बेचने वाली स्त्री के बारे में तरह तरह की बातें कर रहे थे. The people of society were speaking different things, तरह तरह की बातें about that lady. कोई कह रहा था कि बेटे की मृत्यु के तुरंत बाद बुढ़िया को बाहर निकलना ही नहीं चाहिए था. So some were saying, the very next day of the death of a son, the old lady shouldn't have come here to sell these खरबूजे. See, people don't even know what is going on in a person's family and they start talking. कोई कह रहा था कि सूतक की स्थिति में वह दूसरे का धर्म भ्रष्ट कर सकती थी, इसलिए उसे नहीं निकलना चाहिए था. So Some were saying that, see, actually you're supposed to sit at home in the name of sutat. That is when a person dies, you have to sit, it is compulsory according to different religion to sit at home. So since she's not sitting, this is hurting our own religion also. Some were saying even these things. किसी ने कहा कि ऐसे लोगों के लिए रिश्तों नातों की कोई अहमियत नहीं होती. Someone said that for such kind of people means the people from low class, low status, they don't even have any importance, ahmiyat, rishte naate, for any relationship. Okay, that is her own son had passed away and she came. That is what here is meant. वे तो केवल रोटी को अहमियत देते हैं. They just need roti, they just need their earning and fill their stomach. That's all. अधिकांश लोग उस स्त्री को नफरत की नजर से देख रहे थे. अधिकांश मीन्स मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल वर लुकिंग एट हर नफरत की नजर, विद एन विजन, विद अ व्यू ऑफ हेट्रेड. कोई भी उसकी दुविधा को नहीं समझ रहा था. Nobody understood what was actually going on with her. No one was there to actually understand what her problem was. This was the first question. Let's see the next one. पास पड़ोस की दुकानों से पूछने पर लेखक को क्या पता चला? So on asking to the पास पड़ोस, neighborhood shops over there, what did लेखक get to know? That is what is happening actually with the old lady. पास पड़ोस की दुकानों से पूछने पर लेखक को उस बुढ़िया के दुख के बारे में पता चला. लेखक को पता चला कि बुढ़िया का इकलौता बेटा सांप के काटने से मर गया था. बुढ़िया के घर में उसकी बहू और पोते पोती रहते थे. So he got to know that the budiya, old lady, had just lost her son because a snake had bit him, and he also got to know that there were grandchildren and daughter-in-law at her home, and she had to feed them. बुढ़िया का सारा पैसा बेटे के इलाज में खर्च हो गया था. बहू को तेज बुखार था, and also that the entire earnings were spent on taking care of that son so that he was alive, and also बहू, that is the daughter-in-law, had a high temperature. इसलिए अपने परिवार की भूख मिटाने के लिए बुढ़िया को खरबूजे बेचने के लिए घर से बाहर निकलना पड़ा. This is the reason why old lady had to come to sell the खरबूजे. Let's move on to the next question. लड़के को बचाने के लिए बुढ़िया माँ ने क्या क्या उपाय किए? What did she do to keep her son alive? लड़के को बचाने के लिए बुढ़िया ने जो उचित लगा, जो उसकी समझ में आया, किया. Whatever she felt was right, she did. उसने झटपट ओझा को बुलाया. ओझा is a person who, earlier, not a doctor, but a person who comes, who knows small vidya, okay, small tactics to take care of a person, or who does puja and all for the same thing. Oja ne jhad phook shuru kiya. He started doing all those rites, religious rites for keeping a person alive. Jhad phook. Oja, they do some mantras and all. ओझा को दान दक्षिणा देने के लिए बुढ़िया ने घर में जो कुछ था दे दिया. In order to give dakshina, that is, in return of as a token of what he has done, you have to give something. So for that, बुढ़िया, old lady, had to sell all her earnings. घर में नागदेव की पूजा भी करवाई. She also did a puja of Nagdev because he was bit by a snake. Nagdev, her person who takes a god of snake, की पूजा भी कराएगी. Was also done in order to keep her son alive. Next question. लेखक ने बुढ़िया के दुख का आदांश कैसे लगाया? So लेखक ने बुढ़िया के दुख का आदांश पहले तो बुढ़िया के रोने से लगाया. So how did she express her sadness is the next question. So first she cried. लेखक को लगा कि जो स्त्री खरबूजे बेचने के लिए आवाज लगाने की बजाय अपना मुंह ढक कर रो रही हो, वह अवश्य ही गहरे दुख में होगी. So लेखक felt that a person who, instead of crying out loud, is quiet. Okay, she's sitting there putting her head down. That means she's very, very sad. That is how what लेखक understood. That is the question. What did लेखक understand from बुढ़िया's condition? फिर लेखक ने देखा कि अन्य लोग बुढ़िया को बड़े नफरत की दृष्टि से देख रहा था. लेखक saw that the people over there in the neighborhood were looking at her with hatred. इससे भी लेखक ने बुढ़िया के दुख का अंदाजा लगाया. With this also he understood that what was the condition of बुढ़िया, of the old lady. लेखक ने उसके पड़ोस में एक संपन्न स्त्री के दुख के साथ जोड़कर भी समझना चाहा. He also compared this old lady with his neighbor, and also he could understand how far she must be sad with this. Okay, so moving on to the next question. इस पाठ का शीर्षक दुख का अधिकार कहाँ तक सार्थक है, स्पष्ट कीजिए. So why is how much is the chapter named Dukka Adhikar justified to the story is the question. इस पार्ट में मुख्य पात्र एक बुढ़िया है जो पुत्र शोक से पीड़ित है. The main character here is an old lady who has been going through a putra shok, the sadness of being separated from her son. उस बुढ़िया की तुलना एक अन्य स्त्री से की गई है जिसने ऐसा ही दर्द झेला था. So here she is being compared, as you know, the लेखक had compared her with the स्त्री who had lost her son in his neighborhood, in लेखक's neighborhood. दूसरी स्त्री एक संपन्न घर की थी, but that neighbor was from a high class family. इसलिए उस स्त्री ने 2.5 महीने तक पुत्र की मृत्यु का शोक मनाया था. इसलिए she was on bed, she was sad on bed, okay, she was for months on bed in her house. उसके शोक मनाने की चर्चा कई लोग करते थे, लेकिन बुढ़िया की गरीबी ने उसे पुत्र का शोक मनाने का भी मौका नहीं दिया. बुढ़िया को मजबूरी में दूसरे ही दिन खरबूजे बेचने के लिए घर से बाहर निकलना पड़ा. So people were saying a lot about that neighbor also, but here when you see the old lady, it was as if she did, even the old lady, because she was from the low class, she didn't have the right to be sad. That is how people were speaking about her, that how can she come the very next day. The people were not looking at how majboor she was, how much she was forced into doing this. ऐसे में लोग उसे नफरत की नजर, they were looking with the view of नफरत, hatred. एक स्त्री की संपन्नता के कारण शोक मनाने का पूरा अधिकार मिला नहीं, दूसरी स्त्री उस अधिकार से वंचित रह गई. इसीलिए इस पाठ का शीर्षक बिल्कुल सार्थक है. So one स्त्री, that is the neighborhood, that woman, she had the entire right to sit at home, maids were there to take care of her, but here this old lady, just because she was from the low class and she didn't have any earnings, she didn't have the right to be sad, was what people of society were speaking. So from this shirshak, that is the title of the story, is bilkul sarthak. It is very much justified to the story. नेक्स्ट, निम्नलिखित के आशय स्पष्ट कीजिए. ओके, जैसे वायु की लहरें कटी हुई पतंग को सहसा भूमि पर नहीं गिर जाने देती, उसी तरह खास परिस्थितियों में हमारी पोशाक हमें झुककर सकने से रोके रहती है. सो here this is a line from the story, so we have to explain this line. Okay, जैसे वायु की लहरें, वायु means air, की लहरें, कटी हुई पतंग, so the air how just does not allow the patang, the kite, to fall on the ground. Okay, the air keeps it just flying on the sky. Same way, उसी तरह खास परिस्थितियों में, same way, sometimes our condition doesn't allow us to bow down. Let's see the further explanation. कोई भी पतंग कटने के तुरंत बाद जमीन पर घड़ाम से नहीं गिरती. हवा की लहरें उस पतंग को बहुत देर तक हवा में बनाए रखती है. पतंग धीरे धीरे बल खाते हुए जमीन की ओर गिरती है. हमारी पोशाक भी हवा की लहरों की तरह काम करती है. कई ऐसे मौके आते हैं कि हम अपनी पोशाक की वजह से झुककर जमीन की सच्चाई जानने से वंचित रह जाते हैं. इस पाठ में लेखक अपनी पोशाक की वजह से बुढ़िया के पास बैठकर उससे बात नहीं कर पाता है. So just like though a kite has been broken, it just don't fall on the ground. धड़ाम करके फौरन बाद, तुरंत बाद, just as the kite has been broken, just don't fall on the ground, but actually with the wind it keeps on flying. Same way, because of the high status and the dress we wear, we are not able to bow down to a person of low class and ask their problems, and that is the reason why here even Lekha couldn't go to the old lady and ask her problems. नेक्स्ट लाइन, इनके लिए बेटा बेटी खसम लुगाई धर्म ईमान सब रोटी का टुकड़ा है. सो फॉर दिस सच पीपल, इनके लिए मीन्स द पर्सन फ्रॉम अ लो क्लास, एवरीथिंग, शी डजंट केयर ऑफ बेटा बेटी रिलेशनशिप, खसम लुगाई धर्म ईमान, शी डजंट केयर ऑफ रिलीजन, शी डजंट केयर ऑफ एनीथिंग अराउंड हर, शी जस्ट केयर्स फॉर रोटी, हर अर्निंग, शी हैज टू फिल हर स्टमक. ये एक प्रकार का कटाक्ष है जो किसी की गरीबी और उससे उपजी मजबूरी का उपहास उड़ाता है. जो व्यक्ति यह कटाक्ष कर रहा है उसे सिक्के का एक पहलू की दिखाई दे रहा है. हर व्यक्ति रिश्तों नातों की मर्यादा रखना चाहता है, लेकिन जब भूख की मजबूरी होती है तो कई लोगों को मजबूरी में ये मर्यादा लादनी पड़ती है. उस बुढ़िया के साथ भी यही हुआ था. बुढ़िया को ना चाहते हुए भी खरबूजे बेचने के लिए निकलना पड़ा. सो हियर द लेखक इज सेइंग दैट ऑल पीपल जस्ट सी द वन साइड ऑफ अ कॉइन. सिक्के के सिर्फ एक साइड दिखता है. They just look for the one side. They just don't get into deep to know about what actually a person is feeling. What is her majburi? What forced her to come here to do such a thing, to sell kharbuja? The very next day she lost her son. People are not looking into it. They just want to say that what they see, they just say that. that she's coming to fill her stomach. When she's not, when the condition is such that she has to fill someone's stomach, she came here. But no one is there to actually understand what her problem was, because she was from a low class. शोक करने, गम मनाने के लिए भी सहूलियत चाहिए और दुखी होने का भी एक अधिकार होता है. So this lesson also comes to an end here, that in order to be depressed also you need some kind of adhikar, you need a right. That is what the story shows. Let's see the explanation. शोक मनाने की सहूलियत भगवान हर किसी को नहीं देता है. कई बार जीवन में कुछ ऐसी मजबूरियां या जिम्मेदारियां आ जाती है कि मनुष्य को शोक मनाने का मौका भी नहीं मिलता. ये बात खासकर से किसी गरीब पर अधिक लागू होती है. पाठ के आधार पर कहा जा सकता है कि गरीब को तो शोक मनाने का अधिकार ही नहीं होता. सो हियर you can see, according to लेखक, कई बार जीवन में कुछ ऐसी मजबूरी, there are many circumstances in your life that actually forces you to do something, but people don't understand that. They just look at your status and start judging you. Okay, they just need a mauka, okay, a chance to start judging you and start speaking ill about you without knowing actually what your problem is. Okay, they don't want to know that what actually forced such an old lady, a poor lady, to come and do such a thing. पाठ के आधार पर कहा जा सकता है कि गरीब को, that is even an old person, a poor person needs a right to shok manana, to celebrate her sadness. Okay, she also needs an adhikar, she needs a right, otherwise she can't just go around crying and saying her problems. There'll be no one to know your problem if you belong to a low society. And this is the message which actually the writer has been beautifully explained through the story. I hope the entire question answer was very clear to you, explained in English. Thank you so much for all your requests and also watching for my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.